Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go pick up another EF that hasn't been on the road since 2006. It's been parked in the garage since it got wrecked. So let's go and get it. Alright guys, so earlier while the GoPro was charging, I wanted to see if it would at least crank. So I hooked up a battery to it and tried to get it started, but I came to the conclusion that I was getting no power to the fuel pump, or at least the fuel pump wasn't turning on. So I replaced the main relay with one. I knew that was good, still didn't work. And then I checked all the fuses and they were good. So I'm pretty sure the fuel pump's bad. It has been sitting since 2006. So we're going to take the fuel pump out of the track EF, since we're going to be running a fuel cell in that anyways, and we're going to take the whole assembly and everything out of that one and put it into the barn find. So let's get to it. So guys, I got the car all jacked up. I took the tank straps off. This tank is completely empty of fuel, and on the driver's side you're going to have 6 bolts holding this plastic up. Take those off and then carefully drop the tank. Alright, so now that the tank's dropped, there is 6 10 mils onto the fuel pump assembly, and we'll take that off. Alright guys, we got the tank out, and this is the pump that was in it. It is complete garbage, and the tank is shot. I mean, this is the assembly and it's called corroded. I don't want to put this back in the tank, and inside the tank it is rusted, so probably going to use the tank out of the track car for now, because it is the factory tank, and then I will put a fuel cell in this one, so I don't have to worry about putting a factory tank back under this car. But we're going to take the tank out of this one, put it in that one, put some fresh fuel in it, and see if it works, if anything. Alright guys, so I think we left off yesterday taking the fuel pump out of the barn find EF. Now we're going to rob the fuel pump out of the track EF, because I'm not going to run a under the car tank. I'm going to run a fuel cell inside of it. So we're just going to take this one out, see how good it is, and if it's good, we'll put it in the barn find. Alright guys, so this is the fuel pump out of the track EF, and it is super clean in there. So we're going to be using this tank and pump on the barn find EF. This is the pump out of it. This is the pump that was in the other car in the barn find. So we're going to get everything switched over, since all these lines were all rusted out and everything. So we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, so now that we got the tank back up, we are going to hook up all the hoses and everything and see if it'll start. Put some gas in it and prime it, see if we hear the fuel pump, and try and crank it over. So guys, as you can see, we got the car running good. All it needed was a fuel pump and some fresh fuel. Can't believe it runs this good for sitting for 14 years in the garage and not being touched. So in the next video, we are going to try and straighten the frame. They hit something in 2006 and it pushed the driver's side down about an inch. So we're going to use a tree chain and a come along and try and bring it up an inch and get it straightened out the best we can, and see if we can't get this front end on in the next video. But until then, don't forget to leave a comment below, give this video a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.